the 9. I think he saw Mika Immonen play this shot yesterday, where we were commentating on the match, and he saw Mika move that cue ball close.
Here it comes.
Basically, the 2 is his cue ball.
Another one.
I don't think he can enough. He can hit it, but I don't know where he can pot it. And he can. He's trying to get the ball behind him. Vicious. Absolutely vicious snooker.
What?
Well, this is going to take everything that Reyes has under that helmet to be able to hit this one.
Yeah, boy.
Tataka nga ako kung bakit paano nangyari yun, yung ganong tira. So siya lang nakagawa talaga nung kaya tinawag siyang The Magician.
Magandang hapon mga kaibigan, mga kabilyard. Welcome to Efren Reyes reaction video. For today's reaction video, ito pag-usapan natin itong isa pang napaka-exciting na match between the magician Efren Reyes versus itong the legend ng snooker, no, si Steve Davis. Ginanap ito noong 2000, ito yung World 9-Ball Championship. At dito nga magbabanggaan ang pinakamagagaling na pool master sa buong mundo. Itong si Efren Reyes versus Steve Davis. Makikita ninyo nanalo sa lag itong si Steve Davis kaya siya ang nag-break dito sa rack number 1. Ang kanilang laban ay 9-ball. Ang match naman nila ay race to 9. At dito nga makikita natin mukhang maganda yung pagkaka-break, no, nitong si Steve Davis. Pero mapansin ninyo, walang pumasok dahil sa mga cross-crease cover nitong mga bola. Ito back to table naman si Efren Reyes para sa isang snapshot, no, para dito sa rack number 1. So panoorin natin itong exciting na laban na ito, si Efren Reyes versus Steve Davis.
Well, Efren Reyes, quick to get his eye in. Great opening pot. Looking at the long 2. Well, if he can just get through to it. It looks like he can, Sid. Very close. That cue ball might have just feathered far enough behind the 9 not to leave this on.
Dead right, Jim. Can he change the track by putting side on, maybe? No.
Just trying to feather it past the pink 4, not to leave it on for Steve.
And you saw in that shot, Jim, just how fast this cloth is compared to snooker cloth. No nap. It's a race to 9. Efren Reyes, the holder of this title. One of the Yarra girl is very whole.
And that was a pool safety that Steve just played. He is taking it in. And a great shot from Davis there. But up against a man who kicks the ball better than anyone alive.
Kick means cushion first.
Look at that. Gets out of those for a living, Sid, doesn't he?
Reyes this year was a rack boy in the pool hall, and by the time he's 14, no Americans, GIs would play him for as much as $1. He copied the shots, he says, of crazy guys and people who tried wild shots. So his immense natural talent augmented by watching the game and playing from a child.
He's looking right now at the possibility of just getting that cue ball over, hopefully in behind one of those. He doesn't want to go in off. He can only get through to the right edge of the blue as he looks.
Live in Cardiff World Championship, a great matching prospect here. Steve Davis, Efren Reyes.
Well, he's got the two safe though, Sid.
Are you absolutely sure? With this bloke? With this bloke?
Yeah, I really can't see Efren attacking from here, mind you. They don't call him the magician for nothing. That's a magic wand in his hand.
Left a shot.
Yeah, but he's played it in such a way, and Davis tapping the table in appreciation. He knows, even in leaving the two here, and when I say if, that's a big if, the way Steve's going to be bridging over these two balls, he can't get onto the red three. Hampered bridging right over the 7 and the 8.
Here he goes. It's Jim said. Efren was thinking way ahead of, even if Davis did get this pot, the position on the red's a problem. So Davis also looking for safety and get it. Lapping it up.
I think what's nice about these two players is they're going to appreciate each other. He's grabbed his break cue here. I wonder if he's going to play something a little special, possibly jump or masse. Looks like a masse shot here, Sid.
Yep. Watch. Oh, he missed. The blue. Got the outward part of the curve, but forgot the last part of it.
Strange that he changed cues to play a masse. You'd think you'd have a better tip on your playing cue.
At dito nga medyo masama yung pagkaka-masse shot dito ni Reyes. Hindi tinamaan yung dos no yung object ball, kaya na-scratch dito sa corner pocket. At dito nga advantage kay Steve Davis dahil ball in hand ito. At makikita natin dito yung tension at saka yung pressure no sa laban nitong dalawa na ito dahil nga World Championship ito at final match na nilang dalawa. Ball in hand para kay Steve Davis at mukhang i-combination niya na kaagad itong 2-9 no. At ito sinisipat ni Steve Davis. Panoorin natin mga kabilyard kung makuha niya ito para sa score number 1.
I can tell you something. See how close he's playing that cue ball up to the 9? I think he saw Mika Immonen play this shot yesterday, where we were commentating on the match, and he saw Mika move that cue ball close. Now watch the 9. Basically, the 2's his cue ball here.
And down it goes!
At dyan nga tagumpay yung combination ni Steve Davis no at naka first blood siya dito sa rack number 1. Ang kanilang breaking format ay winner's break, kaya si Steve Davis pa rin ang magbe-break dito sa rack number 2. So panoorin natin kung maka-break and run siya at umabante pa ng isang puntos. May pumasok sa break na yan at mukhang ma-scratch dito si Steve Davis. Yun nga, na-scratch siya sa corner pocket sa itaas. At dahil dyan, foul yan at ball in hand naman kay Efren Reyes. At alam naman natin si Efren Reyes sa mga ganitong klaseng ball in hand advantage, 96% natatapos niya yung table. Kaya panoorin natin kung ma-run out ni Reyes itong rack number 2.
Probably what that in-off will cost. Will it just be this rack? If this rack, or will Reyes string a few together? Just surveying the situation here. He knows he wants to get the left-hand side of the table for the red 3 already. He's figured that out. So it's all about the proper angle on the 2 here, Sid, in potting this 1.
That Filipino style cue action. It looks rocky. See this, the cue addresses different parts of the ball, but the final stroke comes through exactly where he wants to hit it. Looks pretty good on the red, Jim.
A little closer to the side cushion for comfort. But he may just have to draw into the 4, or the brown 7 here. Just to the left of the 3 for the 5. He had no choice there. And now he's in trouble. Bridging right over the 6. How does he get from the 5 to the 6? This looks dead straight, or very close to it. A lot of self-proclaimed pool experts in the audience. That's Jay Elfert there, Jay. Poking a little fun. He's right with Karen Core. What about that shot from Efren Reyes? Elfert over the 6. A deep screw. Watch this for cueing.
The magician waves the wand. You see the result.
Well, he won't strike a better ball than that. He's still got a little trouble here, little cause for concern. That 7 isn't in the open. The brown 7 next. Should he get this? And look out. Look out.
Makes mess and
going after the 9, Sid.
Feather on the brown. I just missed the 9. Oh, but
At dito nga mukhang talagang minalas doon si Reyes dahil muntik pang ma-scratch yun, no? At hindi pumasok yung tira niya na yan. Medyo manipis talaga at kailangan niyang i-play safe pero muntik pumasok. Ganun pa man, na-play safe pa rin ni Efren Reyes, no, na i-hide niya dito sa ball number 8. So panoorin natin to si Steve Davis. Mukhang magmamasay shot dito para matamaan itong 7. At ito nga sinisipat niya ng mabuti. Kaya panoorin natin to mga kabilyard.
shot involved in the 9.
I think he's looking at possibly just trying to get the butt of the cue up and kick it from the back end here. Got to slightly swerve that cue ball, you can see. And Steve will be looking for a full contact on that brown 7 here. Very tough, this shot. Not only to hit it, but to get it safe. Would you believe it? He got too much. He can't believe that.
Incredible. How on earth did he get round the back of that without contact?
Can you believe he got too much on that cue ball?
Medyo masama yung tira doon ni Steve Davis kaya nagkaroon ng chance si Reyes na ball in hand. At dito nga last 2 ball na si Reyes, mukhang tatabla siya dito sa score, no? At score natin ngayon 1-0 lamang si Steve Davis pero nasa table si Reyes para sa isang tie score. At dito nga pumasok yung 9. Tabla tayo, score 1. Si Reyes naman ang magbe-break sa rack number 3.
Efren Reyes and Steve Davis. Reyes breaking off here, 1 rack apiece in the race to 9.
Played his early games in the US. Cesar Morales Assumed name, took a lot of money from a lot of people. Efren Reyes had a famous match in 1995 against Strickland at the Sands Region Casino.
Another look at the break off, and the positioning of the ball is ominous signs early for Davis in the third rack here. And is that the view he's going to have for a prolonged period of time? Well, we'll have to wait and see.
Below 2.
Maganda yung pagkaka-break na yun ni Reyes at dito nga nakakuha siya ng magandang ball position at may angulo para dito sa next object ball, itong ball number 3. Kaya panoorin natin kung maka-break and run siya dito sa rack number 3. Panoorin natin yan mga kabilyard.
Rocky wanted past the red to take the red opposite pocket. The shot of a maestro.
Couldn't go wrong there, Sid. Even if he cannons the 6, he leaves it to the other corner. He just plays where the percentages are in his favor.
The world champion in play. 6 times world snooker champion Steve Davis, who could do a lot of sitting down, could SD. Checks into the cush. And no problem at all. Position.
At dito nga tulad ng inahasahan at nakapasok si Reyes ng mga multiple balls, no? Dito nga last 2 balls si Reyes para sa rack number 3 at kukuha siya ng magandang ball position para sa 9. Pinaikot ni Reyes itong cue ball para sa magandang ball position sa 9. Mukhang nga abante ng 1 puntos dito si Reyes. At dito nga aiming si Reyes sa ball number 9. Pasok ang 9, 2-1 ang score natin. Lamang na si Efren Reyes dito. Si Reyes pa rin ang nasa breaking advantage sa rack number 4. So panoorin natin yan kung maka-break and run ulit.
Knockout stages. There's no tomorrow if you lose this match.
Surprise news from the mezzanine. Johnny Archer, 4 times world champion, trails 1-0 to Adam Lewis of England.
Yes, and there we can see it. Lewis will be breaking off. Obviously, that in-off from Archer on the break, proving critical here in the opening rack. And what an upset. We've had a few. Bustamante out. Rempe never even qualifying for the knockout stages. And then Nick Varner booking a ticket home.
Davis, steepled fingers. He might have a lot of time to practice. He's steepling.
Nicely onto the blue too. The red 3 just above it.
Draws the ball, leaving a nice angle to the red 3. Pink same pocket.
Oh, he didn't hit that one well. He's played that into the left-hand side of the pocket as we look. He didn't intend that, Sid. He wanted to come back, get that cue ball more in the center. This is a finer clip than he would have liked, and he's got to miss that 8. And he did.
Oh, the line you can sometimes catch is fantastic, precise running of the white.
At dito nga last 3 balls si Efren Reyes, mukhang makaka-run out si Reyes dito at makaka-break and run. At alam na this, sabi nga ng maraming pool player, no, dahil sa napakaganda ng ball position sa 8 at pagkuha ng position din dito sa 9. At dito nga mapansin niyo talagang pinaikot pa ni Reyes itong cue ball para makakuha siya ng ball position dito sa 9. Medyo alanganin yung position dahil tabi dito sa side pocket, pero manageable na ito sa ganitong mga tira ni Efren Bata Reyes. Aiming si Reyes sa 9. Pasok yung 9, 3-1 ang score natin dyan. Si Reyes pa rin ang magbe-break dito sa rack number 5. So panoorin natin yan mga kabilyard.
One of the greatest pool players of all time against one of the greatest snooker players of all time. Locking horns. And who would have missed this? Reyes again with the break. Successfully completed. He's doing precious little wrong, Sid.
Well, I sometimes say that his break is the weakest part of his game, but that just puts into perspective how brilliant his all-round play is.
Flick this 3 into the corner pocket. Nice angle on the pink 4. He'll spin the white off the 2 cushions, bottom left. Get back into the center of the table for the orange 5 next. You know, these players do have to make a slight adjustment too with these balls. This telecast going out to a lot of places that may not be used to the television colors that we're using here. That 4-ball pink, the 7-ball brown, that's a little different to what most of these players.
Maganda pa rin yung mga pinapakitang tira dito ni Reyes, no? At dito nga sa rack number 5, last 3 ball na siya dahil doon sa napakagandang break niya na yon. At mukhang makaka-break and run na naman si Reyes dito sa rack number 5 na ito. Konting push lang itong object ball. Medyo alanganin yung position ng cue ball, pero tingnan natin kung mapipina ito ni Reyes. 3-1 ang score natin, lamang si Reyes dyan. Pasok yung 7 at dito mukhang maganda pa rin ang position niya para sa 9. 3-1 ang score natin, si Reyes pa rin ang nasa table advantage at mukhang kinakabahan na dito si Steve Davis. Pasok ang 9, 4-1 ang score natin dyan. Palakpakan yung mga viewers, no? At dito nga sa rack number 6, si Reyes pa rin ang magbe-break. So panoorin natin yan kung maka-break and run ulit si Reyes.
Okay, former world champion, talented German, and that could be a rocky ride.
He's making a ball off the break and landing on the lowest ball remaining every time. And this is all Steve Davis has seen for about the last 20 minutes. Reyes break and clear up, break and clear up. It's been like an instant replay.
Heart of the pockets. And each one of these breaks, particular breaks, this little needle in the heart of Davis.
And nice angle on the 3 to come down for the pink 4. Television from the Philippines here. Lots of media in attendance. That'll go back. They'll put that on tape, take it back to show their kids back home.
It was live in the Philippines a year ago at 3 a.m. when he won the title. But there's a lot of people in Manila glued to this national hero and the Legion d'honneur. That's a Filipino version of that. National hero in the Philippines. You seeing why? I don't think you got down to.
At dito nga pasok yung object ball na yun, non-stop si Reyes sa kanyang momentum, no, dito sa rack number 6. Last 2 ball ulit si Reyes at mapapansin ninyo talagang napaka-precise ng kanyang mga pinapakitang packeting, no? At sa kanyang cue ball control, napaka-superb yung sa kanyang mga positioning and preparation. Last ball si Reyes para dito sa rack number 6. Mukhang abante na naman ang 1 punto si Reyes dito. At dito nga pumasok yung 9. 5-1 ang score natin dyan, no? Medyo mahaba-haba yung habulin dito ni Steve Davis. Si Reyes pa rin ang breaking advantage dito sa rack number 7. So panoorin natin yan kung maka-break and run ulit si Reyes.
Won the title here a year ago. and showing the kind of form that could win it again. 5-1 up in a race to 9 against Steve Davis.
And still, Reyes breaking with control. And you know, so interesting, just during that short break, Sid, Steve was up out of his chair, walking around. He's been in it for 5 racks. Reyes went and sat down.
He was prowling like an outcast coyote. Because he can't do much else but prowl. He's just praying one suspects that this man makes a mistake. Well, he's playing. Can't see it. Featherweight red.
Didn't want that cue ball on the left cushion, though. Won't be happy about that. Green 6 next. Running through off 2 cushions. He's not missing a thing, Sid.
Absolutely.
Now it looks like his only shot is to force the white off the top cushion back into the center of the table for the brown 7 to the same pocket.
So far, he's only made 1 slip. And he leads 5-1.
And this isn't straightforward. This has to be cued very sweetly to get that white back to where he wants to. Just off the top cushion here and try and get the cue ball back into this area. Not bad.
At dito nga panibagong last 3 ball si Reyes ulit, no, at makita ninyo mukhang makaka-break and run na naman dahil sa magandang ball position sa 9 at 8. At dito nga mukhang talagang nilalamig na sa upuan itong si Steve Davis at nanonood lang sa husay at galing ni Reyes sa pagbibilyard. At dito nga medyo malakas ito at mukhang may scratch pa yata pero humina ng kaunti, kaya ito nakaposisyon na si Reyes para dito sa last ball dito sa rack number 7. At ito nga pumasok yung 9, 6-1 ang score natin dyan, no? Tambak na ng 5 racks itong si Steve Davis. At mukhang kinakabahan na yan dahil nga sa race to 9 lang itong laban na ito. Sa pang-8 break ni Efren Bata Reyes, may pumasok na naman at meron siyang available shot, no, dito sa ball number 2. Maganda talagang pinapakita ni Reyes dito. Kaya panoorin natin mga kabilyard kung maka-break and run siya ulit dito sa rack number 8.
A hero at the art of spherical science. He is a genius.
Even when he does overhit it, he doesn't overhit it enough to get into trouble. He didn't want to be this close to the 3. Now he's got to either weave a path between those balls or try and pull away from that brown 7. Those are his only 2 choices. It almost looks like he can get that cue ball between the 9 and the orange 5. There you go.
He could thread a needle standing in a force 10 gale on top of the mast.
Now just the right angle it looks like to get down for the orange 5. Well, St. George's flag there.
At dito nga makikita ninyo mukhang maganda pa rin yung momentum ni Reyes, no, aiming dito sa mukhang may scratch dito si Reyes at dito nga na-scratch si Reyes. Very bad move yan, very bad shot, no, kaya foul yan si Reyes. Very disappointed pero patawa-tawa na lang si Reyes dyan dahil sa kanyang pagkaka-scratch. Kumukuha sana siya ng mga dump position dito sa is, pero yun nga dahil doon na-scratch si Reyes at foul yan, ball in hand naman dito kay Steve Davis. At nakita naman natin last 3 ball na ito at mukhang kukuha na ni Steve Davis ng ball position itong 7 para sa isang run out shot. So tingnan natin kung may snatch ni Steve Davis itong rack number 8 kay Reyes. Panoorin natin mga kabilyard.
6-2, but is he capable of stringing 6 racks together?
Put you on the spot, Jim. Is he capable?
He's get a better chance of picking the numbers for the lottery.
At pasok yung 9. Ito nga, naka-snatch ng isang puntos si Steve Davis. 6-2 ang score natin, no? Si Davis naman ang nasa breaking advantage ngayon dahil ito nga isang winner's break rule sa kanilang breaking setup. At dito si Steve Davis ang magbe-break sa rack number 9. Ang score natin ay 6-2, lamang ng 4 si Reyes. At dito sa break ni Steve Davis, medyo masama yan, walang pumasok. At hindi maganda rin yung ball position para sa object ball. Kaya back to table si Reyes dito. Tingnan natin kung magawa niya ng paraan itong tira na ito. So panoorin natin mga kabilyard.
What's the key? About 30 years of playing 9-ball. Steve's got 30 playing snooker.
How do you get the Carnegie Hall? Practice.
Reyes keeping the clamps on Davis. He doesn't want to let the lion out of the cage. Top cushion, the only escape here, Sid, a right-hand cushion as we look. But again, the contact on the one is one thing. Getting it safe, that's another. Steve won't miss this one. He'll hit it. Just needs a little bit of running here.
Top cushion. Is this safe? Is anything safe for this man?
Difficult to see him attacking from here. I think this is nothing more than a containing shot. If he can make a good aggressive safety from this position, he'll have played one of his best shots. And the obvious choice is to try and get that one down to the top cushion back right hand side as we look. Or he can run with the white, Sid.
His right hand side. And oh, bit of a mess. Davis could step in.
Yes, I think that was a little thicker than Efren wanted. He's talking to himself there. He's left Steve a shot at the one, but I think he wanted a thinner contact. He was running with the cue ball behind that little wall of balls. Didn't intend bringing the one down so far. But you can see, even though the one is on, the cue ball is going away from the blue to the next ball on.
Here we go. The comeback trail start here with the one ball.
Steve now will be looking to get that one ball in behind the brown 7, and he can take the cue ball over and try and cannon into the pink 4. That'll hold the cue ball in behind the brown 7 and get that ball up the bottom end of the table as we look. That's the shot, Sid. Get that white behind the brown 7.
It's behind, and he's weighted the blue 2 beautifully.
Well, he'd like to have played it a little harder. Just a quick shake of the head, I detect. Steve knows that he should have had Reyes in a lot more trouble than he does. I'm not sure he can't even get through to this 2. I think he can.
From the top viewpoint, you're right. Could have done with another foot on the treble. Bobbled.
Well, Steve has to feel like he's a little unlucky not to have carved an opening from Reyes' miss here, but he's looking at the side cushion, the 2 into the 9.
6-2, the world champ leads.
I think if he plays this, Sid, he's got to go side cushion, bottom cushion. You see the angle he's holding his cue to come in? He's going to go into the side cushion with a little right hand spin as he looks and try and contact that blue 2 off 2 cushions. All or nothing.
Well, he needs, I was going to say desperate measures. With him, he needs precise, effective measures. Just watch what happens to the blue and then the 9.
No, he hit it off 1 cushion. Well, he's fluked the 3. But he intended hitting that blue 2 off 2 cushions.
Tension echoing in every square foot of this hole. 6-2 and a race to 9. Favor of Efren Reyes, the world champion. Davis, with his winner break rule, could string 3 or 4 or more together.
Can just get through to this blue 2. Oh, what a shot. Look at the cue ball. Steve willing it in behind the 7. I don't know if it got there.
The 9 is very near the bottom pocket.
Into the center, Sid. He's playing this a fine clip into the middle. Didn't cut it enough.
Come on, Steve.
A chance then.
Well, Steve can take this into the top left corner. But he's got to get the cue ball back up the top end of the table for the pink 4 next. Oh, it went into the center pocket, even better.
And his ace landed on the pink. Sorry, bad English. Landed ace on the pink. I don't get a bit excited, but who wouldn't with this kind of match? But you're excited to home, up you are, wherever you are. Manila, Romford. Points north, south and west of Cardiff. Davis trying to start a rolling recovery.
This has been the scrappiest rack we've seen.
Scrap's the word. Davis is starting the scrap. Action on the table reflected in the pupils of her eyes.
Steve just making sure, taking time. He's got the right angle on the 6 here. I think what he's concerned, oh, there's Rob McKenna in the crowd. The local hero. He went out in this round, but he had a good event. Played some great stuff here.
Green 6, heart of the pocket.
See, this isn't straightforward, Sid, because I don't know if that 8 passes to the top left corner as we look. Easy to get onto if it does. If it doesn't, not so easy. The way that Steve's played that.
At dito nga nakita natin yung precision shot nitong katunggali ni Efren Reyes na si Steve Davis, no. Medyo alanganin yung pagkakatira na yun ni Davis at humarang dito sa ball number 9 or medyo mahina yung tira ni Steve Davis na yun para sa posisyon sana dito sa ibaba, no, sa pagitan ng 9 at saka nitong object ball. Pero dahil mahina yan, so mapipilitan si Steve Davis dito na mag-bank shot, mag-play safe. Ano ba ang discarded dito ni Davis? Panoorin natin yan mga kabilyard. Mga crucial shot ito, no? Kaya tingnan natin kung malampasan niya ito.
Or bank it into the opposite middle. I don't think it's on. I don't think the 9 is on. He has to put all his eggs in one basket and go one way or the other here.
Unlucky. Hit the knuckle.
Great effort. I mean, so difficult for a snooker player to come to a 9-footer.
At dito nga nakita ninyo yung pagkakabang shot ni Steve Davis, no, sumablay yan, at dahil dito nagkaroon ng chance si Efren Reyes at naipasok ni Reyes yung 8 na yun sa long shot. Last ball si Reyes, mukhang ma-snatch niya kay Davis itong rack number 9, at dito nga pumasok itong 9, 6-7-2, no, yung score natin dito sa breaking advantage pa si Reyes. Last 2 rack na lang si Reyes dito sa match nila. At mukhang hopeless na itong si Steve Davis dahil sa 7-2 ang score. Ito nga, may pumasok pang break dito may pumasok pang bola dito sa break ni Reyes, pero medyo alanganin yung ball position, okay? Pero tingnan natin yan kung magawang paraan ni Reyes. Kaya panoorin natin mga kabilyard kung maka-break and run siya dito sa rack number 10.
The next lowest one available. But that's a terrific control of the white there, Sid. Textbook.
Yeah. Yeah, 1, 2, maybe 3 breaks. You think, look, maybe with 7. Now look, just the work of a maestro, a magician with his wand, a world champion in action. Back and forth shot across the table.
And I think if he can just get through to the 4 here, only just, I believe he's all right. And, look at that gentleman. His mom's jewelry box exploded.
His twin brother stood outside the corner. Efren Reyes, the holder of this title. Stroking. It's a very funny stroke. He sizes up the ball. He can't quite work out where he's going to hit it. But suddenly the final stroke, spot on, parallel with the floor. Unless always a full stroke.
Well, 2 choices here, Sid. Either straight through with a lot of left-hand running side.
At dito nga, tulad ng inaasahan natin, no, talagang hindi pagbibigyan ni Reyes, at ito nagpa-backspin pa siya para maka-ball position dito sa 8. Napakahusay talaga ni Reyes sa ball control. 7-2 ang score natin, lamang si Reyes ng 5 puntos at mukhang score pa siya dito sa rack number 10, no? At ito mukhang mauunahan niya si Steve Davis sa top of the hill dahil ito, pasok ang 9, 8-2 na ang score natin, lamang ng 4 si Reyes. Lamang ng 6 si Reyes, no, 8-2. Pero ganun pa man, mapansin ninyo, i-advance natin yung laban nila dahil dito sa laban nila na ito nakaganti, no, nakakuha ng posisyon itong si Steve Davis. At dito nga magbe-break si Reyes sa rack number 11 at last rack yan ni Reyes. Tingnan natin kung makabawi dito si Steve Davis.
And he's smiling. Almost expects
smile.
a successful break, doesn't he? And now looking to possibly push the cue ball out. Choice of areas.
Push.
And a nice little shot there. He doesn't leave anything attacking. And what's more, he doesn't snooker Steve either. But at least Steve gets out of his chair one more time.
The eyes of a predator. You imagine sitting on a balcony saying Clinton. Davis prowls. Prowls is about all he's been allowed to do so far. Trades 8-2. Efren Reyes needs one more rack to do the job.
Steve needs that one to either stop or go harder.
It's in. Crowd here in Cardiff giving Steve Davis every form of encouragement. Oh, beautifully along the rail. Hugged it like a baby with a favorite teddy. Feathered up, intermediate, red on the doorstep. Good position.
Nice angle on the 4, Sid. Get back over the center of the table. The orange 5 will be next. Steve's got to complete a 4-ball clearance here to stave off elimination in this one.
He draws the ball across nicely for the orange. Got a nice angle to get position on the green 6.
At dito nga talagang hindi pa rin magpapatalo itong si Steve Davis, no? Itong snooker legend na ito talagang napakahusay din sa cue ball control at ball positioning. At dahil dyan, last ball si Steve Davis sa rack number 11 at aiming sa ball number 9. Pasok ang 9, 8-3 ang score natin, humahabol si Steve Davis. At dito nga, gaya ng nasabi ko, nagtuloy-tuloy yung panalo dito ni Steve Davis, no? 8-3 yan at nahabol pa niya si Efren Reyes at umabot yan ng 8-7 advantage ni Steve Davis. At tingnan natin kung ano ang gagawin ni Steve Davis after niyang mahabol itong si Efren Bata Reyes.
Since then, they've been volleying shots, Sid. But can Steve put a few together himself and just try and apply a little pressure to the legendary Reyes?
Knows the importance, that sort of slight pet lip, the furrowed brow. He has to get his break going now. Has to get 1 or 2 down and a shot on the lobe.
Well, Steve passed it up. The billiard onto the 9, waiting for a better.
Breaking advantage ni Steve Davis dito sa rack number 16 at dito nga nakahabol talaga si Steve Davis, no? Straight na 5 panalo yon, kaya umabot ng 7 si Steve Davis. At dito nga mukhang nagkaroon ng problema si Steve Davis dyan, pero nakuha pa niyang magkaroon ng counter safety, no? Pero tingnan natin, mukhang ang gagawin ni Efren Reyes dito, i-kick shot niya itong object ball para matamaan. At dito nga tinamaan ni Reyes yan. At mukhang na-open itong ball number 5, no? Ball number 4 kay Steve Davis. Medyo crucial shot ito, mga kaibigan, mga kabilyard. Pero tingnan natin kung magawa ng paraan nito ni Steve Davis.
He's outthinking him, he's outmaneuvering him, and right now he's outpotting him.
Thing goes. How's he on the oh?
I don't think he can get through to the 5, and he can't believe it.
Efren was up.
He's looking at Reyes. Reyes was out of his chair to see if he could see the 5. Steve says, how does it look?
Medyo masama yung pagkakaposisyon ng cue ball, no, sa likuran ng 9 ball na ito. Dahil dyan, nagkaroon ng kaunting glimpse na pag-asa itong si Reyes para makabawi dyan. Pero ito nga, dahil napakahusay din itong si Steve Davis, no, dahil isang snooker legend ito. Pero tingnan natin kung paano niya gawa ng paraan itong tira na ito.
Cue ball behind the 9.
vicious, absolutely vicious snooker.
Well, this is going to take everything that Reyes has under that helmet to be able to hit this one. The obvious escape, the two cushions, bottom.
Mahusay talaga yung pagkaka-play safe dyan ni Steve Davis, no? Naitago niya sa likuran ng 9 ball at nailayo niya yung ball number 5. Tingnan natin yung magic ni Reyes dito. Panoorin natin mga kabilyard.
The greatest kicker out of snookers to pot in the world. They say right. What a shot!
How do you reply to that? Sheer brilliance. And now he's taking no prisoner.
At dito nga nakita ninyo talagang nakuha ni Reyes yung kickbang shot na yon, pero wala siya magandang position doon. At dito medyo disappointed pa rin si Reyes, no, sa pagkaka-play safe na yan dahil medyo alanganin yung position ng cue ball. Pero nakita naman natin yung determination dito ni Steve Davis at mukhang meron siyang gagawin na kababalaghan dito sa object ball na ito para makaligtas dito sa play safe ni Reyes. Panoorin natin yan mga kabilyard.
What a match.
I want to see Steve in the familiar pose of just scratching behind his ear. How often have we seen that? Because this is one of those shots where he's going to have to think his way out.
He's having too much fun to scratch. One more rack and Reyes has it. Davis trying to level up. Let's go and take us to one rack that would be one tremendous decider.
He's not ready to pull the trigger yet, Sid. I saw him get down there. He was just looking at it from another perspective. And if I had any idea what he was going to do, I'd probably telestrate something.
I've got one very honest Canadian in this box for me. The world champion sits hunched like a medicine man whose spell hasn't worked.
There is a shot that a lot of them play when it's near the cushion where they spin the white and try and kick it in off the cushion along that top to the top right corner, but Steve obviously isn't trying that. He's banked it!
Brilliant shots! What a shot!
Napakalupit at napakaganda nung crucial shot na yun ni Steve Davis, no? Talagang nakuha niyang ibang shot sa opposite direction itong ball number 2 na yun, yung object ball, para makakuha ng posisyon dito sa next object ball. At last 3 balls yan mga kaibigan, mga kabilyard. Dahil dyan makikita natin kung sino tatanghalin na world champion dyan sa 2009 ball championship. At dito last 3 balls si Steve Davis. Tingnan natin kung mape-perfect niya itong object ball na ito para manalo dito sa match nila. Panoorin natin mga kabilyard.
Chin slithering on the cue. Bubbled, but dropped. It's going to the hill definitely now. You can't see Davis missing these two.
At ganun nga naipasok ni Steve, no? At ito mukhang hahabol. At dito nga humabol si Steve Davis ng score. Ang score natin ngayon mga kaibigan, mga kabilyard, ay all 8, no? Parehong head to head yan, hill to hill match. Ang advantage dito si Steve Davis ang magbi-break. Kaya tingnan natin kung ma-break and run niya ito para maklaim niya ang world title. Ginawa ng paraan ni Reyes yun, pero talagang napakahusay talaga nitong si Steve Davis. Breaking si Steve Davis sa last rack. Panoorin natin mga kabilyard.
Is it ever? What's his shot like?
He's
On the
got
blue
a shot.
too.
Got a shot on the 2. Back from the grave. The nugget. 2 balls down. And he's got a long 2. And have a look at this pot. And I can tell you where the 3 is. If he can roll this in, he's almost guaranteed to finish on the 3.
If you could touch the tension, these people will go absolutely ballistic. Bachi! If Davis could win this rack, to come back from 8-2 against, some people say the greatest pool player ever. Some people think Reyes is one of the half dozen greatest ever. The holder is just sitting there, hunched, and says it all. I am Efren Reyes. I'm the world champion, the maestro, the magician. I was 8-2 up. Look at the scoreline now, 8 each. Last rack of the match. Davis. Any problem ball, Jim? I don't know that there is.
Steve's 9 ball is on a different planet right now. The shots the way he's weaving that cue ball around the table. This is without a doubt the best performance from him that I've ever seen. And I've almost been commentating on every match he's played 9 ball.
Same here. For a while in learning the game, his break, we tried to do the American style break, but then he adapted it to a sort of stiff-armed stab. And stiff-armed stab is what he's given Reyes here. Incredible match. Played with incredible tension.
That kicked, Sid. He got a kick on that 4. He knows it. He wants the white clean.
At dito nga pinalinis na ni Steve Davis itong cue ball, no, para sa isang tira na yan dahil medyo dumudulas dahil sa moisture. At dito last 4 ball na ito, mukhang makaka-break and run dito si Steve Davis, no, dahil napakahusay na snooker player nito. Talagang isa sa mga elite snooker player, no. At dito nga mapapansin niyo last 4 ball si Steve Davis at si Reyes ay nasa table pa rin. Mukhang hindi talaga pagbibigyan ni Steve Davis itong si Efren Bata Reyes sa panahon na ito dahil 2 beses nang tinalo ni Efren Reyes sa mga championship match itong si Steve Davis, no. Mukhang mukhang makakaganti dito si Steve Davis. Last 2 ball at panoorin natin yung celebration nitong si Steve Davis. Maraming salamat sa panonood mga kaibigan, mga kabilyard. See you on my next video.
Defeat.
Sorry, all your people in Manila. Efren Reyes, world champion, is now out. Davis has done a number on the world champion. At last, St. George's flag is raised. Davis is back from 8-2 to put out the champ. Magnificent